GM, how's everybody doing? Get some quick mic chats.
Bum, bum, bum. Mic check, mic check. What's up, party people?
Yo, yo, Jeff here.
Hey, great to connect, Jeff. How we doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Sunny day here on the East Coast and not too hot, so not much to complain about.
Nice. Same here, man. San Diego, so life's good.
Hell yeah, glad to hear it. We'll give just a couple minutes to or just a minute for the audience to come and trickle in, and then Ben, you want to get us kicked off?
Yeah. And a little riddle for the audience here. Out of the three of us who are speaking on this panel, one of us seems to be an absolute turbo moon boy, and the other two appear to be very responsible and well-mannered adults. And the riddle is to figure out which one is which and who's who.
Who doesn't love AI, man?
That's right. All right, everybody, we have our 60-second warning. Make sure to go get your popcorn, sharpen your pencils, get out your pads of paper that you write on, because we definitely still use paper and pencil and we don't write everything down on our phones or on our computers. And get ready. Just make sure don't stick those pencil eraser tips in your ears. They will get stuck and then you won't be able to hear the AMA. So we will go ahead and get started. Welcome to the official Megafans and Neo Tokyo AMA. I am here next to the one of the most epic people of all time, Mr. Crypto Atheist, my partner in crime. Nick, welcome. And then also we have the gentleman from Megafans, Mr. Jeff. How are you doing today, sir? Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me. Doing fantastic. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Rock on. So let's go ahead and jump in. Want to lay a little bit of a foundation here. So maybe you can give your origin story and the story behind the project. And keep in mind, we have a full hour, so let's go into long form and really give the juicy details here.
Yeah, no, listen, I appreciate that. Appreciate the floor. So, hey, everyone, thanks for coming to listen. I'm Jeff Donnelly, founder, CEO of Megafans. Megafans is an esports tournament platform. Basically, what that means is it's an esports tournament system that goes inside of other games. So it's a game within the game, allows for competitive gameplay, and obviously people like to compete and win, and not just win for bragging rights. They like to win prizes and things, and it's just human nature. So I've been in gaming for 25 years. I actually started in online gambling way back when. 1998, had my own ad agency, had some friends who moved to Costa Rica, got into the online sportsbook business down there, called me up and said, hey, we need an ad guy to do some marketing for us. And fast forward about 12 years, I'm working with 5 of the biggest brands in online sportsbook and poker. A subject matter expert on user acquisition. And then I start working on retention and monetization programs for them. So finding new users, getting them on their platform, keeping the users on their platform, and getting those users to activate and to, at that point, make bets. So did that for 12 years. I had a really great time. Came to a screeching halt. I was doing all the marketing for offshores into the US at the time. And online gambling became suddenly illegal. I got a cease and desist letter from the Department of Justice, so I know what that feels like. So I had to unwind that business. And then at the same time, I had a couple big ad agencies calling on me. Havas called me up. Havas is probably like the 5th or 6th biggest ad agency in the world. They handle, like, you guys would recognize Dos Equis, Evian, brands like that, Philips. They called me up and said, hey, we're looking for a gaming expert. Can you come, take a look at some of these clients? Turns out they're working with Ubisoft. So I end up handling campaigns for Ubisoft. I brought World of Tanks into North America. I start working with some mobile games. And again, same thing, user acquisition, retention monetization programs. I knew, that all of the best practices basically in the space. So then we got really lucky, landed DraftKings before they even went to market. And so I actually launched DraftKings. And for anybody here that doesn't recognize the brand, they're the largest daily fantasy sports brand in the world. They're $21 billion market cap today. I scaled them from zero to the first billion. And again, had a lot of fun doing that. So I worked very closely with the founders of DraftKings for 6 years. And at the time, I was watching esports, and I saw esports as the next sort of emerging market in the gaming space. And I went around, I was so excited about it. I went around to everybody and said, hey, they just had the first $100,000 prize pool in professional esports in 2014 on Dota. I'm like, you guys, we got to look at this. This is going to be great. Talk about a captive audience. These people are like literally grinding 16 hours a day, playing video games competitively. And nobody had the same interest I did. So they liked betting on it. They didn't didn't want to get too directly involved behind the scenes. So I split from DraftKings in 2016 and Havas and started looking around the marketplace and looking for an opportunity. And I spent a year going to these early esports business meetups and some early events. I'm meeting team players, managers, owners, game developers. I met the early guys from Twitch, and I'm like shopping this idea around of, hey, let's go to market with an esports, tournament system. And around 2017, 2018, started getting some traction with the idea. So I studied the market, like I said. I wrote a thesis on it, wrote a white paper on it, and started looking around for a team. 2018, built a quick prototype I had put together offshore by some good friends of mine over in India, did a really good job. And then I met my partner, Colin Bracey, who was building something similar, sweepstakes, esports, mobile games, slightly different model, but same audience and approaching the market with the same type of product offering. So we said, well, let's build his first. So I actually did their go-to-market strategy for them. They had huge success early on, did the first legal ICO in Canada with the actual government. The government built a little sandbox for us. They were testing this out. Raised a few $1 million, got about 80,000 people playing the product. We thought everything was perfect, except as crypto, as people here probably know, cryptos has some bad actors occasionally. So one of the partners in the business took all of the crypto and left us all high and dry. So been through a full rug pull there. And so that kind of left us scratching our heads. And then Colin approached me and said, look, we've got a great tech team. You've got a good marketing team. Why don't we do your Megafans thing and take that to market? You got a prototype and stuff. So around 2020, 2019, 2020, we took the prototype to market, started testing it. 2021, we started testing it by offering Web3 prizes or assets to Web2 mobile gamers. And quickly found out you can get traction with that. There was a lot of interest. NFT market, when that heated up at the end of 2021, going to 2022, blew up. We gained like 100,000 users a month for like 5 months straight. So we knew that, and we were testing worldwide, Southeast Asia, South America, North America, Europe, Middle East. And we collected all that data. We knew that that it was a real opportunity. You can really monetize this, and you can build communities around it. People like to play games. They like to win things, and they like to brag about it. So just using basic, human intellect and human nature, we're like, we can feed that and we can get users. Well, fast forward to today, our global cost per acquisition is under 20 cents for a new player. That's about 1/10 of the global average in mobile games. We're moving over to PC. We've worked with, some big NFT projects, some big meme coins. We were able to activate tens of thousands of people doing that. So we're ready. We've got a great product. We've got good partners. We've got some games that we brought to market. We ended up acquiring some games, even though we're a white label solution for the big game developers. We said, let's give them proof of concept first. We have 5 mobile games live today. We've had 700,000 people use the product, collected all the data from that, reiterated the product to meet the demands of our audience. We're constantly surveying our audience. And now we're going to launch a token. So this wasn't just a fly-by-night idea. This is something we've been planning on for actually over 2 years. We had some early investors in it that have been patient waiting for us. But we spent the past 2 years deciphering and developing what the utilities would be. What happens if we introduce NFTs to our audience as well? So we're here to talk about the token launch today, but I'm sure you guys will go into that with some questioning. But that's what Megafans is. We're an esports tournament system. We're a white label system that can integrate into any mobile game or any game, actually. It can work on any platform, PC, mobile, browser. It can work on any code base. So it's completely interoperable. The user will have the same experience where they just log in one time, take their account with them. They can see all their Web 2 assets and their Web 3 assets in their account, which becomes the bridge. And we're bringing it to market with our token, and we'll talk about the utilities in a minute.
Yeah, before we dive
wonderful.
in, after you, brother man.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before we dive into that utility, I'd love to dive into the product and the offering a little bit closer. Could you give a good sort of a picture of exactly sort of what services are being added or offered around esports and such?
Yeah, sure. So the primary product offering is an esports tournament system. It's a leaderboard model. So again, studying the market, some of our competitors in the space offer 1v1, right? I learned, and this was a lot of modeling I did actually with DraftKings, that offering bigger pools with more players is really the way to get people to stick, right? Bigger the prize, more players they get, more players, more competition. You can monetize better. And so we built a leaderboard, which is a very scalable model, which means our tournaments can offer 1v1, of course, but all the way up to hundreds or potentially even millions of players on a single tournament. It can offer multiple tournaments simultaneously inside the same game. So you download a game, there's a gaming lobby in there. You can see 3 games, 10 games, 100 games, 1,000 games. Again, fully scalable. I mentioned my partner Colin. He's been a lead developer for some pretty big telecom companies and tech companies over the past 30 years: TRW, Vodafone, Orange, Motorola. So we know what scale looks like, and so we built this for enterprise level scale. And the product is sound. It runs on Microsoft Azure. I don't want to get too technical here, but basically what that means is it's an API, which means any game code base can link into it and it will operate. As long as there's an internet connection, it'll work. So again, PC, mobile, browser, it can work on any of those formats. It can work on any size screen. It doesn't matter. So that's the primary product. Another piece of the product is that it creates a captive audience. Our core players, we've got players today that started playing our games 4 years ago when we started building this in Web 2. So you get extremely hardcore communities that like to play games. I'm sure anybody here has been a gamer in the past or has belonged to, any kind of collective of a game on Discord or even in Reddit and those types of things. You've got your groups, right, that you hang out with, and people stick for those types of things. Well, imagine adding to that the reward system, right? Competitive game pay for rewards against those people in that community, and the bragging rights and so forth and so on. So the sticky factors of it are the premise behind it, but that creates a captive audience. And so the second offering as a business model is marketing and advertising to a captive audience, right? So when you've got these players, the big tech companies, they want these players, right? They want, and that's I mean, if you look around, if you look at Twitch and you look at companies like I'll just keep bringing up DraftKings, for instance, who they actually invest and sometimes acquire companies like ours because they've got these hardcore captive audiences. We are more nimble. We can geo target with it. We can geo fence with it for compliance and legalities. But we're also global, right? One of the reasons we went mobile first was because out of the 3.3 billion daily active users that play video games every single day, and that's not my number, that's reported by Newzoo, Sensor Tower, Statista, all those sites. 3.3 billion daily active gamers. Okay, 3 billion of those play mobile games. So it's the largest singular pool of gameplay on the planet. It's, if you look at it, I mean, it's almost it's over a third of the world population today plays mobile games every single day. So that's why we targeted that first. And with that, again, you can build these captive audiences. Also, surveying our audience, which we've done multiple times, 85% of our users have said they're crypto curious. And I mean, truly crypto curious. Like, they're like, tell us more. How does this work? If we win it, what do we do with it? Literally wanting to be educated about it. So imagine that, and then bringing in outside brands, outside products, other tokens, other NFTs. We're token agnostic. Our system can work on any system, so therefore it can offer any token, therefore any digital asset, right? So it becomes a massive marketing platform opportunity as well. But with respect to that community, each one's different gamers and different game types of games, bring in different types of players. So, you have to stay within their parameters to make it native to them, right? Which means some of them might say, interruptive gameplay on a casual game. Yeah, no problem. Somebody with a hardcore FPS game is like, no, we don't want interruptive play. Are you kidding? I'm in the middle of a session, dude. We're competing. So it's made to be able to operate in any of those scenarios. So it's very malleable. So this technology has been really deeply thought through. And again, ready for scale. But those are a couple of the primary offerings from the platform perspective.
Can you maybe take a step back and talk about some of the learnings that you guys acquired through 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 through